and welcome to this webinar. My name is René Schmitz. I'm the Technical Sales and Marketing Manager at Bitop, and I will present to you our extremolites, Actoin Natural and Glycoin Natural, which are multifunctional bioactives from nature. Extremolites are stress protection molecules found in nature. They are produced by extremophilic plants and microorganisms so that they can grow and survive in extreme habitats. For example, deserts, salt lakes, Arctic ice, or hot springs. Actoin Natural is the best researched extremolite. It protects these extremophilic small living beings from their harmful environmental influences and keeps them alive. Actoin Natural was discovered in 1985 by Professor Dr. Galinsky. He took a sample from a salty puddle in a desert in Egypt and was surprised to see life under the microscope. The bacteria he saw produced Actoin Natural, which helped them to survive in this salty puddle in the desert. And the outstanding protection properties of Actoin Natural can be transferred directly to human skin. And this is why today Actoin Natural is used in medical devices, cosmetics, life science, and animal health and care products. Now some technical information on Actoin Natural. It is a small cyclic amino acid derivative, so it's a natural single molecule. It is a white crystalline powder which is highly water soluble. By the way, we also offer Actoin as an oil soluble option, our product innovation Actoin Oil. Back to Actoin Natural, we like to call it a formulator's darling because it can be easily added without much formulation work. It is produced by a patented biotechnological fermentation process and meets EcoCert, Cosmos, Natru, vegan and halal standards and is worldwide applicable. Now I will shortly explain why Actoin Natural has such great protection efficacy. It is because it works like a magnet for water and forms the so-called Actoin hydrocomplex. This results in an increased hydration due to a higher number of water molecules. Then the fluidity of the cell membrane is increased, which leads to a higher activity of the cell and boosting of self-defense and repair mechanism. And by protecting and stabilizing the cell membrane, oxidative stress and damaging, as well as inflammatory gene expression inside of the cell are reduced. In several clinical studies, we have proven that Actoin Natural has efficacy for anti-aging, long-term hydration and skin barrier repair, anti-inflammatory, blue light protection, global anti-pollution, brightening and lightening, and microbiome support. In the following, I will give an overview over some of the studies we did. Due to time reasons, I will focus mainly on the results of the studies that we've conducted with Actoin Natural and leave out study design details. In the first clinical in vivo study, we measured several anti-aging parameters, and the results were impressive. For example, skin scaling was reduced by 76%, and skin roughness even by 86%. Another in vivo anti-aging study showed that Actoin Natural significantly improves wrinkling. In the photos on top, you can see the wrinkles of the test persons before applying the test product, and in the bottom you see the wrinkles after applying it for 4 weeks. In the bottom photos in the blue frame, which were taken after Actoin Natural treatment, you can see that the wrinkles improved significantly, whereas when you compare it to the photos in the gray frame, you can see that with a placebo, the wrinkles did not improve. Actoin Natural also works great for skin barrier repair. In this in vivo study, we compared it to a placebo and a cream with hydrocortisone, and we saw that Actoin Natural reduced transepidermal water loss even better than the hydrocortisone cream, and it reduced skin redness equally good as the hydrocortisone cream. And this is due to Actoin Natural's anti-inflammatory and reparent properties. This in vivo study on the long-lasting skin hydration efficacy of Actoin Natural confirms what we've seen before in the skin barrier repair study. Here, a cream containing Actoin Natural was applied for 12 days and we measured the skin hydration. Then after 12 days, application was stopped for 7 days. And then again, on day 19, we measured the hydration. And we could see that even after 7 days of not applying Actoin Natural cream, the skin was still hydrated. So basically Actoin Natural transforms the skin, elevates it on another level, and the skin stays there. So Actu Natural is a true skin transformer. The long-term hydration effect is based on the repairing properties and the consequent enhancement and restoration of the skin barrier by Actu Natural. Moving on to the next study. Blue light is known to cause oxidative stress and pigmentation, and Actu Natural can protect from both. One parameter which we've measured is NRF2. NRF2 increases in skin cells when the skin is stressed, and we can reduce this stress caused by blue light by pre-treating the skin with Actu Natural. And as you can see on the pictures, skin explants treated with Actu Natural and then irradiated with blue light show less NRF2 expression. This is displayed by the pink dots. So the brighter the color and the more pink dots you see, the more the skin is stressed. And with Actu Natural you have less pink dots, which means less stress. Besides oxidative stress, blue light can also lead to skin pigmentation. And with Actu Natural, you can reduce this skin pigmentation induced by blue light. We have shown this on skin explants where we tested the parameter MC1R. MC1R is an indicator for skin pigmentation. In the photos on the left, you can see the skin explants treated with a placebo, and you can see the pink area indicating the MC1R content, so the pigmentation, is much stronger than in the photos on the right, which show the skin explants treated with Actu Natural. So this means Actu Natural protects the skin from pigmentation induced by blue light. Another study on blue light protection was done by immunolabeling a marker for DNA damage called gamma H2AX. H2AX is a protein which is responsible for winding and coiling the DNA, but when it experiences stress, for example blue light, it becomes gamma H2AX. And we've measured the content of gamma H2AX in keratinocytes with and without Actu Natural treatment. So in the pictures, the more yellow spots you see, the more DNA damage the skin experienced. And you can see that with Actu Natural, even after blue light irradiation, there are basically no yellow spots, which means that Actu Natural protects the cells from blue light induced damage. Now moving on from blue light protection to anti-pollution. Pollution causes irritation and pigmentation of the skin, but Actu Natural protects the skin from this damage. In this study, we stressed skin explants with diesel exhaust particles, and in the photos on the right you can see how the skin reacted with pigmentation, meaning that the dark spots are pigmentation and not particle dirt. In the skin explants without Actu Natural treatment, which you can see on top, we can clearly see darker spots in comparison to skin explants which were treated with Actu Natural. So this shows how well Actu Natural protects the skin from pollution-induced pigmentation. Besides providing protection from blue light and pollution, Actu Natural also protects the skin from UV damage on a cellular level, which was shown in this in vivo study. We tested the effect of UV radiation on Langerhans cells, which play an important role in the skin's immune system. In picture 1, you can see the Langerhans cells, which are the black spots, without product treatment and before UV radiation. In picture 2, you see that treating the skin with UV destroys a large part of the cells, which is also visible in picture 3, where only a placebo was applied before UV radiation. But in picture 4, you can see that treating the skin with Actu Natural before UV stress helps greatly to protect from damage and maintains the viability of the Langerhans cells. The tolerance of cosmetic formulations is an ongoing issue among customers as well as manufacturers, and lowering the concentration of an irritative substance will automatically lead to reduced efficacy. And retinol is one such effective substance, but it has a high potential for irritation. A solution for this problem is to incorporate Actu Natural into the formulation because it reduces this irritating impact and protects the skin, which was shown in this in vivo study. Here we tested two parameters, the soothing effect by measuring the red blood cell concentration and the repairing effect by measuring the transepidermal water loss. To test the soothing efficacy, the application was splitted in 3 weeks with applying the product as a night cream. In the first week, the placebo formulation, only containing retinol, was applied 3 times, followed by a week without application. You can see that between day 0 and day 7, the red blood cell concentration increased. Then in the third week, the volunteers applied the verum formulation, which also contained 1% Actu natural, and 1 week later, the red blood cell concentration decreased. So this shows the outstanding soothing efficacy of Actu natural. The second parameter we tested was the transepidermal water loss, and 1% Actu natural showed a skin barrier repair efficacy by significantly reducing the transepidermal water loss by 36% compared to the placebo. The last study which I want to show for Actu natural deals with its influence on skin microbiome. We incubated a mix of 4 bacterial strains which represent the human skin microbiome with 0.5 and with 1% Actu natural, and we saw that Actu natural had no negative impact on bacterial growth, meaning that Actu natural is a microbiome-friendly active ingredient. Actu natural is a truly multifunctional active ingredient with outstanding efficacy. It can be used in a broad range of products, such as face and body skincare, brightening formulations, sun and pollution protection, scalp and oral care, color cosmetics, and baby care. And in addition to that, it can also be used in water-free formulations, for which we have recently launched our new innovation, Actu in Oil. Now moving on from Actu natural to our other active, Glycoin natural, which is our cell energizer. In nature, Glycoin natural can be found in blue-green algae called spirulina. Spirulina is a halo-tolerant algae, which means it is salt-tolerant. Glycoin natural helps the algae to survive in an environment with constantly changing salt concentration. For example, brackish water, where sweet water, like a river, runs into the saltwater sea. Normally, the salt would destroy these spirulina cells, but because of Glycoin natural, it is protected against the osmotic stress. So as soon as the salt content goes up, the spirulina starts producing more Glycoin natural. And besides this algae, Glycoin natural can also be found in another very interesting organism in nature, in the Myrothamnus flabellifolia plant. The Myrothamnus flabellifolia is a fascinating small bush plant that thrives in the deserts of southern Africa. During dry season, the plant appears to be dead, but as soon as rain begins to fall, the leaves miraculously turn green within a few hours, which you can see in this wonderful time-lapse video. And this is why the Myrothamnus flabellifolia is called a resurrection plant. So the big question is, why does total dehydration not destroy the cell structure of the plant, and why is it able to regreen over and over again? The answer is Glycoin natural. Glycoin natural serves as a protection molecule and a reactivation booster for the plant. It has 3 main functions. First, a protective function which shields the cell walls from denaturation. A second function, the excellent water retention capacity of Glycoin natural. So even in habitats with very low humidity, the water remains in the cell and the plant is kept alive. The third function of Glycoin natural is the boosting of cell functions, so it supports the fast reactivation of the plant when it rains. And all these characteristics can be transferred directly to human skin. Now I would like to show you some technical information on Glycoin natural. Glycoin natural is a clear, odorless liquid. Just like Actu natural, it can be easily added to formulations. Due to its excellent water solubility, the broad pH compatibility, and its good heat stability. We manufacture Glycoin natural with a patented biotechnological enzymatic reaction. Glycoin natural meets Cosmos, EcoCert, vegan and halal standards and is China applicable. In several clinical studies, we have proven that Glycoin natural is an anti-aging active, that it stimulates skin renewal and growth factors, gives instant hydration after only 1 application, has brightening and lightening efficacy, protects from blue light, and supports human skin microbiome. The first placebo-controlled in vivo study I want to present shows that treatment of the skin with 1% Glycoin natural leads to an improvement of several skin parameters. After 1 month of twice daily application, skin moisture was increased by 23% compared to untreated area, the skin elasticity increased by 93%, and skin smoothness by 62%. And as you can see in the next in vivo study, a similarly high increase in skin moisture can be reached already 8 hours after applying the cream containing 1% Glycoin natural. The tested cream with 0.5% Glycoin natural content shows a similar efficacy. So as you can see, Glycoin natural is an instant hydrator and has an all-day long hydration effect after just one application. And its hydration effect is similar to the results of the current gold standard, high molecular hyaluronic acid. High molecular hyaluronic acid may be the gold standard, but it is well known that its skin sensation is very tacky, whereas Glycoin natural provides a silky, velvety skin sensation, while still having a comparable water retention capacity. Another clinical in vivo study proved the positive effect of Glycoin natural on skin thickness and skin density. After applying a cream containing 1% of Glycoin natural twice daily for 4 weeks, the skin was examined by ultrasonography. In the pictures, which show the skin profile, the green-yellow string is the epidermis, and the green part with a little red in it is the dermis. On the right photo, you can clearly see that after 4 weeks, the parameters increased visibly, as all green and yellow parts show a higher density compared to the areas on the left side. The skin density was improved significantly by almost up to 10%, and 100% of the test persons had a significant increase in skin thickness. The brightening and lightening efficacy of Glycoin natural was shown in this in vivo study. The results were that Glycoin natural significantly increased the skin lightness by 2% after 2 and 3 months, whereas skin pigmentation decreased significantly by up to 38%. The reason why Glycoin natural protects from skin pigmentation is because it stimulates body-owned antioxidant parameters like superoxide dismutase. Besides leading to skin pigmentation, as we've talked about before, blue light also has a negative impact on important parameters like aquaporins. Aquaporin 3 is one of the most abundant cell proteins and is a marker for the water and glycerol balance in the cell. In this study, we measured the aquaporin 3 level after blue light radiation of keratinocytes treated with a cream containing 0.5% Glycoin natural and placebo. These images show the level of aquaporin 3 positive cells, which are represented by the red spots. In the 3 photos on top, you can see the aquaporin 3 level without any blue light treatment of the keratinocytes. The 3 images in the middle show the aquaporin 3 level for keratinocytes treated with a placebo. You can see that there are fewer red spots because blue light reduces the level of aquaporin 3 cells. And in the bottom images, you can see that Glycoin natural protects the keratinocytes from the negative impact of blue light and that the amount of aquaporin 3 positive cells is not affected by the blue light. So the balance of glycerol and water is maintained. You remember that before I've shown that Actuin natural is microbiome friendly. Glycoin natural additionally has got a prebiotic effect. We used the same bacterial mix as before in the study with Actuin natural, and you can see how the bacterial mix grows in the presence of 0.5% and with 1% Glycoin natural. Both concentrations of Glycoin natural showed an enhancement of bacterial growth over time and maintained the function of the microorganisms after 48 hours of incubation. So Glycoin natural is not only microbiome friendly, but also has a prebiotic effect on the human microbiome as it promotes microbiome growth. So, to summarize, you can use Glycoin natural for applications ranging from sophisticated anti-aging skin formulations to oral care products to skincare products for sensitive and irritated skin. Last but not least, here is a short info on our company. Bitop is a Germany-based biotech company with a production plant in Dortmund. Our manufacturing process follows ISO 13485, which ensures high-quality active ingredients made in Germany. Thank you very much for your attention. My name is René Schmitz, and it was a pleasure to present to you this webinar on our extremolites, multifunctional bioactives from nature. Feel free to ask questions in the following Q&A or just send me an email.